I've been working on this movie for over, So I've been working on this movie for almost 2 years. And there's been ups and downs. Better times than worse times, you know. At the beginning it was sort of a release, you know. Sort of, I don't know, I enjoyed it a lot more at the beginning. And now it's become just a source of anxiety. As if I have something to prove. If you're watching this, I finished it, I guess, or maybe I didn't put this in the movie. You know, this thing's seen so many iterations at this point. I don't know how this thing's gonna end. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm not being taken seriously.
Well, why do you feel like that?
I don't know, I don't want to be seen as the guy that just makes weird little videos in his room all day, you know? I want to make something big, you know, something people will see.
Like a blockbuster?
No, not like that. I don't need explosions or a Marvel budget. I want people to watch what I make and get it. Like, really get it, you know? I want them to see me. See the story I'm trying to tell and feel like they've seen a part of me.
Sure. So let me get this straight. You want to make movies about you so that people will see you, but you don't want to just be the guy who makes weird little videos in his room? I mean, that is kind of just you, though.
No, it's not like that. I don't know. I don't want to seem self-centered.
Seem self-centered? Dude, just own it. If you want to put yourself out there, you got to take yourself seriously first. Look, I think the problem isn't that no one's taking you seriously. It's that you aren't. You don't have to make something big to make something real. Just make something that's you. People will see it when you see it first.
Don't move the whole thing, just you know what I mean? Like, the tripod stays in place, but the camera can swivel. Yeah. Okay. Tucked away in the Inland Empire of Southern California, Hemet is a small city known today for its extreme heat, deteriorating infrastructure, and high crime rates. However, despite its condition, it remains strong, nearly doubling its population over the course of a few decades.
while its population is steadily rising, the quality of life in Hemet was significantly impacted by the years of economic downturn following the Great Recession of 2007 to 2009. Yet, regardless of this, there's still something about Hemet that continues to draw people in. While some may attribute it to the cheaper cost of living and convenient blend of urban and rural development, I believe there may be more to Hemet's allure. We're here to find out what that is, and why there's such a stark contrast between Hemet's rating as the 44th most miserable city in the United States and those who beg to differ.
Hey, man.
Hey. What is this? What's going on?
I'm making a movie.
Okay.
Do you want help?
I mean, it's like 7 in the morning.
Okay. Ready? Or actually, can we start here? Yeah, pan over and then have the mall kind of just to the left of me, you know? And then when we end, history is important. My 8th grade report card would tell you differently. But in the case of this film, it's vital.
Because Hemet wasn't always a name associated with crime statistics and economic struggle. It wasn't always a place mentioned in the same breath as miserable. There was a time when Hemet had a different reputation. From its roots as a small agricultural community to its place as a retreat for retirees and home for families seeking affordable living, the city has seen it all. Booms, busts, and the strange in-between we find it in today. The land was originally inhabited by members of the Cahuilla and Saboba tribes, and in the late 1800s it was the promise of water from the Hemet Dam that turned this dry patch of Southern California into an agricultural hub for pioneers. Citrus groves, alfalfa fields, and vineyards flourished, giving birth to a thriving local economy. Hemet became known as a quiet, hardworking town, a place where life moved at its own pace, and people built their lives from the ground up. But over the decades, Hemet's story took a turn. Industries collapsed, jobs disappeared, and in the wake of the 2007-2009 recession, the city struggled to maintain its footing. Poverty, crime, and overall neglect took their toll.
So yeah, while those living in the glory days might describe Hemet as, I don't know, small, quiet retirement community, the Urban Dictionary describes Hemet as a small city in the Inland Empire known for meth, evangelical Christian extremists, racists, and gun-toting hillbillies. And while Urban Dictionary isn't necessarily a very reliable source, I mean, I still think it's worth mentioning.
And while the stats tell one story, like I said earlier, there's something more here, something worth exploring. To get the real story, we have to talk to the people who call Hemet home, the ones who've seen the highs and lows and through it all are still here.
Hemet is heaven. Scene IA. Take 1. Shot 1. Marker.
I was doing it one at a time, or you?
Either one. If you want to get in there with them, you can. Yeah, you can do it.
You film all that with you?
Yeah.
Don't
Would you say your experience in Hemet has been a net positive or a net negative?
I think it's positive. I think people from here have a lot more character than people from other places. I don't know. That's just magic. Hemet magic.
Honestly, it's a little ghetto, but I like it because it's in the center of everything.
It's different for my kids than it was for me. We did a lot more exploring. It was safer. I mean, everybody still did dumb things, but it just didn't seem like there were so many people like out to get you.
Hemet, as far as like where I live, the neighborhood I live in, has always been a place where I wanted to get away from. There's nicer areas in Hemet, but I've never, yeah. So to be honest, really, the goal is to get out.
I think people here, some of the people here, like they come to die, and that makes it really sad.
What's one thing you wish more people knew about?
that it's not always like meth and homeless people. I mean, there is that stuff, but that stuff's everywhere.
Most of the people you talk to, when they talk about Hemet, their first reaction is super negative. Like, oh, Hemet, oh, yeah, that,
Yeah.
you know, but you can, like I said, you can live there and have a decent life. There's good people there, but I think it has a reputation that is not so great from my personal experience.
I think it'd probably be good to hit the theater at some point.
The one on Harvard.
Yeah, probably at the Bowl.
The Bowl?
The Ramona Bowl.
Nobody calls it the Bowl.
Hey, Donovan, can I, sure. Hey, so, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What exactly are we making?
I met Donovan at a convention for hammer enthusiasts.
Heck, wait.
Hammers? No, cameras. I was cameras. A convention for camera enthusiasts. Wait, why are you writing a fake backstory, man? This is fake. Don't you want me to just be real?
What? You wanna tell the real story?
Oh yeah, Okay, so the real story is I barely met this guy. I just met him a year ago. He just followed me home.
Donovan, I feel like a film is a bit much to cover a town where, you know, the most popular commodity is meth. I'm just why is what's gonna make people want to watch this film?
Yeah, I live in Hemet. It's fine. I don't really have an opinion about it, a strong opinion about it. It's just, you know, is this what you want? Is this what you're looking for, man? I don't know if this is a good soundbite.
Look, man, you want to work in film, right?
Yeah.
Well, every little step counts.
Yeah, I'd like to work in film. I mean, I do work in film. You know, I do that sort of thing. Like, you know, I've done a bit of the freelance work and stuff and that sort of thing. I want to be a DP.
What's DP stand for?
Well, it could stand for a couple different things, but what I'm referring to is a director of photography or cinematographer. How many pages in this?
Like 130 degrees.
And I'm Carson. I'm playing myself.
Yeah. So, like, I've written the script. It says, you know, Donnovan. It's me. It says Carson. It's...
Yeah, I know, obviously. But you didn't want to hire, like, an actor to play me?
Oh, well, it's, like, authentic, you know? Like, it's, like, we're being authentic, you know, we're our true selves.
Yeah, you're trying to be an untoward. Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, we can get started, but I need food. What are you doing? Do you think of Domino's or Pizza Hut? Just something quick.
The James Burrito, the eighth wonder of the world. On the outside, a simple creature, not unlike many of us. Its surface bare and plain, a flour tortilla so light, its surface glides across your tongue like an ocean of bread. Inside, carne asada, cooked to perfection. French fries, crispy and soft. Sour cream, creamy and sour. Salsa, cheese, and last but most certainly, not least, ranch dressing. Many might thank God himself for this burrito, but personally, I would like to thank James, wherever he may be.
Salsa. Honestly. So good. Why are you not eating?
I'm not hungry anymore. Last minute.
More for me.
Okay. So, hi. So, I mean, this document, you know, they still filming? What is this?
What? Yeah, just act natural.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, we're just eating lunch, so what does this have to do with it?
Well, the James burrito is a Hemet staple.
Yeah, I know, but this is just us eating lunch. I don't think it's very interesting. I mean, who's going to watch that? You're just, oh, all right. We like this thing so much.
Well, just...
Oh, hey, can you sorry, man, can you just, like, swallow before you speak?
It's a swallow.
I know. Swallow before you speak, okay?
It's just objectively amazing.
Okay, well, subjectively, it's just a burrito with ranch. You don't think it's overrated?
Overrated?
Yeah, you don't think it's overrated?
No.
All right. I mean, you have to admit, though, like, you kind of romanticize it a bit.
What?
Yeah, you romanticize it.
No, I heard what you said. I don't do that.
Yeah, you do actually without, and you romanticize a lot of things.
Like what?
No, just say shit.
No. Look, man, it's a good burrito. I don't know why is it such a big deal.
You know, I don't know. I'm just saying maybe your love for it's based on nostalgia.
I guess. Yeah, it's a little nostalgic, but it's not for you.
No. Never let's.
Hey Carl, this is your DoorDash driver. I'm here, but there's a dog in the back.
Oh yeah, just ignore him.
Right. He's just barking like he wants to eat me. Oh.
He's all bark, no bite. Just go around him.
Okay. He's just blocking the back door, so I can't really get in.
Ugh. Fine. I'll come get it. Just leave it by the front door. You're late.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it was the dog, and then I had to make a few trips for the...
Say goodbye to your tip.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. You're late. You get no tip. That's how this works, bud.
Hey man, that's not cool. I was
What's
only...
not cool is me paying extra for you to take a scenic tour of my neighborhood.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. Sorry about that.
And now I have to unload all these groceries myself. You know, because you're so busy. What's the point of paying for delivery if I still have to do everything myself?
I mean, that's not really in the job description, you know, I brought him to your door, which...
Ooh, do you want a medal? Maybe a trophy for doing the bare minimum?
I'm just doing my job.
Well, you're bad at it. And these bags? Flimsy! Who packs like this?
Unreal.
Can you repeat that?
Nothing. Enjoy your day.
If my eggs are broken, I'm reporting you.
You know what, man? Keep the tip. No, really, you earned it. It must be exhausting to hate your own life so much. I mean, really, how do you do it? Get up every morning and find new ways to ruin someone else's day. It's a full-time job in itself.
Excuse me?
Don't act surprised. You're the guy complaining about flimsy bags as I'm out here lugging your groceries in the heat. I know your type, Carl. You're the type who lets others do the hard work and then sits back on his ass all day and nitpicks.
You don't know me.
I know enough. You get off on being a nightmare because you think it makes you powerful. But here's the reality, Carl. Nobody cares. Not the dog barking in your yard, not the delivery driver you're stiffing, not whoever you're trying to impress with this little power trip. So, yeah, keep the tip, man. Frame it. Hell, put it on the fridge, front and center. Keep it as a reminder that you're a miserable person with a god complex who can't even get off his own ass to get groceries. Thanks for the order, man. Have a good day.
You're gonna regret that.
Already do, Carl. Already do.
We're happy in Hemet. We've been around for a while. This is our newest member, Jamie. Been with us for a minute since we got rid of our last guitarist, who was a dickhead. Yeah, we're happy in Hemet. We fucking play out in the IE. A lot of people talk shit on Hemet, like anytime, and it's happened multiple times where people ask where you're from, but it's like, hey, you're really from Hemet? And then they're like, oh. Like, people talk shit, they just say it's ghetto as fuck, so we wanted to represent Hemet. As well as because there was a lot of bands at the time that were from Hemet, and they claimed to be from San Diego or LA, the bigger cities, but we were like, fucking, let's claim our fucking hood, dude.
Don't pretend to be
happy in Hemet. It's sarcasm too, because Hemet fucking sucks. It doesn't suck that bad. You know, as long as you stay away from people, you can stay out here in Hemet.
So, is the rest of the crew gonna come, or?
Yeah, I'll be here soon.
As far as recreational activities go, Hemet doesn't really have much to offer, so growing up here you'd often find yourself doing the same things over and over again. And while it can get repetitive, there's a deep nostalgia attached to these places for me. Bowling nights with the family, birthday parties at the local arcade, going to the ludicrously tiny mall with my friends after school. They're memories that evoke a simpler time, ones that make me question any negative connotations I may hold against the city. Among these, the historic Hemet Theater remains a vibrant centerpiece of the community. Built in 1921 by William Martin, the theater has retained much of the nostalgic charm of that era, and somehow survived despite countless natural disasters and budgetary constraints threatening its survival. It's been renovated only 3 times in its century of existence, twice in the 1940s and 1960s respectively, and again after raising the necessary funds following the theater's 100-year anniversary in 2021. Not only is the Hemet Theater one of the oldest standing buildings in Hemet, but also one of the oldest theaters in the country. So I found it necessary to pay them a visit to understand exactly how it's managed to survive all these years.
The guy that did this mural does all the murals at Bass Pro Shop. The original theater was across the street. It was leveled in, I believe it was 1916 or 18 by a massive earthquake here in Hemet that demolished almost the whole town. And Mr. Martin bought this property for $1,000 and built this fortress. The walls are 11 inches thick, reinforced steel. There is a basement still. We own the whole upper floor, which were dentists' offices and law offices. There was a barbershop next door. And like I said, this place has survived 100 years of earthquakes and a massive fire next door that they poured over 6 hours of water on.
Yeah, so I understand there's been a great effort to preserve the theater.
Absolutely.
What about this theater makes it so special to Hemet's community?
Probably the history of it. You walk in these doors and you walk back in time. It's a small town. It's not like Los Angeles, all these people. It's just quiet. I mean, it's just, I love it. You're surrounded by the mountains. You know, it's beautiful. I love it.
And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Cool.
Yes. Yeah, this Friday works. That's perfect. Yes, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity. Yeah, I have to go right now, but yes. No, I will see you then. Yeah, I will see you then. No, thank you. Okay, bye.
Who's that?
Oh, nobody. Just my mom. Just my mom.
Wow, it's kind of amazing in here.
Really?
Yeah, man, look around. This is history.
Yeah, I'm sure. Historic showings at the Hemet Theater with Marilyn Monroe, Rock Hudson, James Dean here every weekend.
That's not what I'm saying. You have to admit though, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, let's be actors.
What? What are you doing?
So oft have I evoked thee from my muse, and found such fair assistance in my verse.
Wait. That's Shakespeare.
Yeah. As every alien pen hath got my use, and under thee their poesy disperse. Thine eyes that taught the dumb on high to sing, and heavy ignorance aloft to fly.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives on after them, but the good is oft interred with their bones. Let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus have told you Caesar was ambitious. If it's so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Come I to bury Caesar, for he was my friend, faithful and just to me.
Can you just, like, stop smiling in the doorway?
Stop smiling what?
Makes me embarrassed.
I think the worst thing here is people that give up come here for some reason. I don't know what, like, there's two types, well, there's more than two types, but there's two main types of people here. There's people that are here for whatever reason. I don't know how they end up here, really. I asked everybody that when they move here. I'm like, why did you come here? Just because it's not somewhere that I would think, well, where am I gonna move, you know?
There's a lot of things going on, like in the neighborhoods I grew up in, and the neighborhood actually I live in right now, that you don't really, there's a lot of drug use type of stuff. I'm just being honest. In my neighborhood, that's how it is. Gang members, all that stuff. But I can't really say it's been negative. It really hasn't affected me personally, but it's just not something you want to be around forever. Personally.
I would say just the environment could be very negative. And I've seen things like that too. It's right there by that Chuck E. Cheese in Florida. I was driving down the street with one of my friends, and there was a tweaker. I don't know if that's a good term or not. And we drove by, and he threw a wrench through my window, through my back window. He had an arm. I'm not kidding. We were good ways ahead of him, and just flew through it. He should have been in baseball for sure. I would say that's probably one of the worst. I was in high school then, so I didn't have no money to fix that. I didn't even go home that night. I slept over at my friends. I didn't want to hear from my mom.
We've had six or seven break-ins over the course of my life. 2 of which, like, TVs were taken, and it was like, you know, come back home to nothing in the house. The people here are just kind of toxic and poisonous.
One time my neighbor came outside and was going to stab his baby with a knife. And there's like a lot of that weird kind of stuff that happens here, you know, just like you don't hear that. I don't know, you just don't hear, it's just weird, like things that you wouldn't. It was my neighbor. He like had his baby and he was like holding the baby with a knife, and the cops came around the corner and like took him down. It was crazy. I feel like I have to really go back to think of like, because I don't really go out much anymore.
When I was a younger kid, I was about 15 or 16. I was walking down the street with one of my friends. Just down the street from the police station, we had like an undercover cop car pull up on us. He had us get up against the wall. He'd take our shirts off to look for tattoos, like see if we were gang members and all that stuff. He searched us, did all that stuff. Really, we were going to the store to get something to drink. So it was like kind of like, you know, I was only a 15-year-old kid, so it was kind of like, whoa, you know.
When I was around that age, I had a lot of friends who were stopped like that, the same way.
Yeah.
With their little scooters or whatever, they would get stopped. They would get put in handcuffs on the curb for a good hour or two out of their day. You know, A lot of things like that.
There's a lot of it. But there is, I mean, we're talking a lot about, I guess you could say, like the negative side of it, but there is a lot of good.
How would you describe Hemet to somebody who's never been here?
Satan's ass crack. Heroin hallway. There's many things that you could try to explain to somebody. Don't come here. It's not a place to live. It's a place to drive through to get to Idlewild.
It seems like everyone you talk to from Hemet has at least one horror story from their time in the city. Many of them seemingly want to leave, or don't see Hemet as their quote-unquote forever home. And while that may be true, as I said earlier, Hemet's population continues to grow. If everyone wanted to leave, surely there'd be a decline in its population. As I attempted to get to the bottom of this dichotomy, I found that people most commonly cited either a financial struggle or a desire to stay close to their friends and family within the city. Others, however, alluded to the existence of something called the Hemet Curse, a supernatural force that enacts its will on the residents of the city, and especially those born here, either forcing them to stay put or to eventually return for those who've previously escaped.
I've actually left a few times and I just keep coming back and I'm
So the Hemet Curse?
Yeah, I think it might be. Anytime I would move away, I would miss it. I would miss the people that I knew and just the familiar, everything just familiar.
I got pulled out of school middle of my senior year and I had to move with my family to Marietta and I hated it.
Really?
I hated every second of it out there. I hated the people. I hated that I wasn't with my friends. I hated the fact that it wasn't Hemet. And I don't know why, because I grew up hating Hemet. I grew up always saying, I can't wait to get out of here. But once I was out, I was like, no, I want to go back. Like, it was almost like I want to go back home.
Hey, what do you think about, like, the Hemet Curse? That whole thing, you know about it?
I was born in Wildemar Hospital, but I was brought here 2 days later. So, I mean, the people who were born in Hemet Hospital, like my mom, she lives in Marietta now, and we've moved to Pennsylvania, and I don't think it's true.
No, I was born in the Hemet Hospital.
Yeah, no. And you haven't lived here for like, what, a couple of years now?
It's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
Whether or not the curse holds any merit, it's intriguing to me that one of the only urban legends about the city holds a self-deprecating nature, depicting Hemet as more of a prison than a city.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's very true. It's true if you want it to be.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. You can stay here if you want, but it's like, if you choose to stay here, then you are stuck.
Right.
Hi, this is Donnovan. Hi, I'm good. How are you? No, absolutely. Right. Okay. So yeah. Right. So really, so I didn't graduate at Hemet High, but I went to Hemet High in my freshman year, and after that I went on home studies. But I still finished high school in Hemet. Yes, of course. Oh, okay. No, I haven't. Right. Really, just a few scenes at the school. Right. Yeah. I believe so. Yes. Right. Got it. Okay. Yes. Really, what we're looking for is the location. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I completely understand. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's completely okay. I completely understand. You too. All right. Bye-bye.
So, why are we here?
You'll see. Come on.
Wait, every 3 seconds, small crew,
Sorry, wait.
one camera.
No, out.
Look, we're filming a movie.
You can't just barge in here with a camera with the crew and expect us to.
Well, do you see that over there?
What?
That's my name on the wall.
Wait, is that why we're here?
Yeah, student of the year 5 years in a row, so...
Sir, this is an elementary school. Please leave.
I'm very sorry to waste your time. We're gonna leave.
Come on. But what about the scene?
Bye.
Carson, wait.
I'm good.
What? No, you're just, what, you're done filming today?
Hey, can you just take me home?
We have 2 more places to go today.
Yeah, I'm done for the day. Just, this is stupid. So.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't interesting for anyone but you, so.
We can just cut this bit, and we can move on.
We just have 2 more places to go.
Yeah, you're fine, man.
Scene 50, take 1.
Can you see the mall sign in the back at all? No? Okay. This is the Hemet Mall, or as we used to call it, the Hemet Small, because it's small. So.
Sorry about that. You want to take it again?
Oh, no, it's fine. We're here to interview those here today on their thoughts on the town, and gain a window into their psyches.
We good?
Yeah. Cut. Sorry. It looks a lot different here than when I was here last.
Yeah, they renovated it like a little while ago.
I kind of like the old one.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so much nicer now, though, you know? All right, just give me a couple minutes.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. We're just shooting a little documentary and we wanted to see if we could ask you some questions. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, you guys can't film in here.
I'm sorry?
You're not allowed to record in here.
Like at all?
No, it's against the rules of the mall.
Oh yeah, it's pretty small. It's not
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. We'll leave right now.
Sorry about that.
Hey, why are we doing this?
Why are we? We're making a movie.
No, yeah, I know, but why about Paige? I mean, nobody wants to see a movie about a sad broker.
That's not completely sad or broken.
It's a sad, broken town, man. You're saying, hey, I'm Donnovan. Look at this over here. Look at this over here.
Can we please not do this today? We literally have one more scene to do. That's it.
Yeah? You sure you can handle it?
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, you could barely get through the scene without stumbling over your sentences.
Oh my god, dude.
No, don't oh my god, dude, all right? Look. It was pretty terrible. I doubt we can use any of what we shot before.
Again, with the nagging.
I'm not nagging. I'm just trying to tell you you're working hard and, you know, you're not really giving me to say this whole conversation. Is this really necessary? Do you need to film this part?
Excuse me, can we ask you some questions for our movie?
No thanks.
Okay.
What are we doing? More interviews?
Yeah, man, it's an anthropological study. You can't study people if you don't talk to them.
Okay, so sorry about that. Look, I just think maybe, you know, we don't do more interviews. We focus maybe like on the history of the town a little bit. You know?
Excuse me, can we ask you some questions for our movie?
Okay, look, just I think back-to-back interviews is not really interesting. You know, we can talk about some of the history, maybe sprinkle in some of you know.
No, we already talked about the history, man.
I know, but maybe we sprinkle in just some different ideas about, you know, like where this town is coming from, like, you know, who's, you know. You know what I mean? Like we're just sprinkling in some of the stuff.
Look, Carson, we're doing the interviews.
Clearly
okay?
not. We're not doing the interviews. No one wants to talk to you.
What? You think you can make this better than me?
I didn't say that. But yeah, probably I could. Yeah.
That's rich.
Oh, that's rich? Well, at least I live here. You don't even live here anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm here to find out, man. What it's like now.
Oh yeah? Well, you're doing a really shit job at it.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. This movie's gonna be fucking terrible. All right, you're parading around to the town to the things that made you special, your childhood. You're not even learning anything about this. You're making you know, you're just like looking through a scrapbook.
That's not what I'm doing.
Yes, it is, and I'm working tirelessly on this film for you. All right, without any say. All right, you use people, man. You just use them for your own fucking benefit. And why the fuck are you still filming? Give me the fucking camera. Give me the fucking camera. All right, just give me the. Hey, give me what? Who's filming? Huh? Give me the fucking camera, man. Give me the fucking camera. Give me the camera. Turn the camera off. Turn the fucking camera off. Oh man.
What? You're just done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'll be in the car.
Come on. Oh, hey, what's up? Are you busy right now?
Oh, I'm in town and I'm filming a little movie. And I was wondering if you, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, no worries. Hey, Stace, I was wondering if you wanted to help me out, filming a little movie. Oh, skydiving. Wow, that's, Daryl. Hey, man, just seeing if you're busy. I'm trying to film a movie, and, the city's economy began to slowly grow over time as more retirement communities and single-family homes were built. The city's economies. I just feel lost. You know, I'm not sure where to take it from here.
Could you maybe explain the movie so I understand it better?
Yeah, well, it's sort of like a fake documentary. Like, it starts as a documentary, but then kind of, you know, goes off the rails when I drive my friend Carson to quit the production, and it causes the movie to stop being made. But Carson's an actor. You know, he's just a character, but I play myself. It's all a bit convoluted.
So it's written like there's a script.
Yeah, I wrote it.
So Carson is you.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's me.
Well, he's part of you, right?
I'm not sure how this helps with the movie.
Well, I'm your therapist, not a writer. You wrote a script where you fight with a character that makes you unable to finish the film. Do you have a hard time finishing other projects?
I guess. It's a problem I've had for a while. You know, I'll start something and just never finish it.
So is Carson maybe a replacement for your inner turmoil?
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Let me ask you this. What is it you want?
Like for the movie?
No, you. What do you want?
I just want to finish it, and I want to be proud of it. I wrote this big scene for the ending. It was 8 pages long. So much dialogue, and it's just terrible. I can't put it in the movie.
What's the scene?
It's just a long conversation between me and Carson, and it just doesn't feel good.
Well, is there any way to cut it down?
Maybe, but still, it's just not a good ending. Right?
Can you reshoot it?
Maybe. I don't have the motivation.
Is there maybe some part of you that doesn't want to finish it?
Maybe. It just feels inauthentic. Because it's scripted. It's fake, you know. And it's just messy. It's all over the place.
If you need authenticity, focus on that. You're writing it. If it came out of you, it is authentic to your character. I think you should embrace that. You may need to confront that part of you. Make up with Carson.
That might feel a bit rushed. I don't know.
Well, just think about it. At the end of the day, be sure to write it the way you need it to be. And that's our time. Same time next week.
Yep.
So I've been working on this movie for almost 2 years. And I want to talk candidly for a minute, you know, and just get my thoughts out, I guess. And it's hard to even say, like, oh, I'm going to speak candidly now. In the back of my mind, it's just, you know, what's the best thing that I can say right now to service the movie, to make this thing better. When I started making this, I really wanted to blend the lines between what was real and what wasn't. And I had all these big ideas, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be so cool, like, whatever. But people have done this before, and they've done it better than me. I've blurred the line so much less between the reality and the performance in terms of the movie, and more so in terms of my perception of self. I'm at a point where I have no idea where the performance stops and I begin. I've put so much of myself into the performance while also exaggerating those parts, you know. It's been weighing on me. I don't know. It's been weighing on me. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've just been searching for something, some final thesis to tie everything together. I've been just sitting in the apartment for weeks at a time, trying to figure out what to do. It just feels like every step that I take in making this thing, I take 3 steps back. Half of my brain right now wants me to continue making this the best that I possibly can. And then the other half of my brain is telling me that I'm thinking about it too much, that I'm a perfectionist to a fault, and that I just want it to be over with. So I don't have to think about it anymore. I don't have to put any more work into it. I can just let it live and see where it goes from there. But I've been pretty unable to let myself do either of those things, which leaves me feeling fucking frustrated. I've been spending so much time caring about whether or not this thing is impactful. This whole thing is about romanticization, right? Like, that's one of the main themes. I've been simultaneously criticizing my excessive romanticization while also romanticizing this, like, frustrated artistic process that I'm stuck in. Like, somehow drowning myself in this movie will make it better because people will see me as more dedicated, more just deeper, cooler. I think I set myself up for failure from the beginning, kind of, honestly, because was I supposed to come to some, like, conclusion by the end of this and be like, oh, I'm better now and I don't have any of those qualities that I set out to criticize in the first place, you know? Like, that was never gonna happen. So it feels stupid to me that I set out to make something that was supposed to be self-reflective and being unable to come to any conclusion from that self-reflection. Like, what am I supposed to do? I need to do anything other than continue to sink myself into this because it's not doing anything for me. And that's a frustrating realization. What am I doing this for? To prove that I can make a movie? Memorialize myself as this tortured artist? What are you doing? I don't know. Fuck. And here I am, I'm still just, like, lingering, trying to think of something impactful to say. I have a very strong feeling that I'm probably not going to finish this. That it'll probably just live on my computer forever and never be seen by anybody. So what's the point? What's the point? But that's a frustrating thought in and of itself, because if there's no point to making this thing other than other people watching it, why am I making it? I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna, yeah.
Hi, this is Donnovan.
Hey Donnovan, this is Alice calling from Evergreen Studios. I'm calling because we received your application for our freelance videographer position for tomorrow at 2 p.m. We viewed your portfolio and we think you're a great fit, so we wanted to call and see if you were available.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I am available.
Okay, great.
You said at what time?
It's at 2 p.m. tomorrow on our studio backlot. If you have a pen nearby or something, I can give you the address.
Hello?
Congratulations. You've won a free stay in one of our... Hey Donnovan, this is Alice again calling from Evergreen Studios. We were reaching out to confirm you were able to make it today. Unfortunately, since you didn't get back to us within the hour, we did have to move forward and choose someone else for the position. I apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. Thank you for your understanding, and we'll keep your name on file for future opportunities. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Oh, is sound rolling? Yes. You should centralize the mic. It's pointed right at you. Okay. Is it like clearly in shot?
As long as you stay there or just scoot slightly over. Yep.
Okay. Thanks for meeting me here. Yeah, sure.
What do you want to talk about? Oh, well, look, there's only like a few more scenes left in the movie if you wanted to help out, you know. Really, that's why you brought me out here? What, so you're just completely done? Like, yeah, man, it's not worth it. Great. There's this spoon. A spoon? Yeah, a spoon. for a walk, and I didn't think anything of it at first, but after I sat for a minute, I started to wonder, where did it come from? What was its story?
It's just a spoon. I don't get the point.
That's not weird to you at all?
I mean, I guess it's a little weird, yeah.
Anyway, so I take it with me, right?
Wait, you took it with you?
Well, yeah.
Well, no, that's weird in the first part.
Well, I kept it because I was just so confused. Like, who takes a spoon from inside their house, outside? Was someone using it? Did they accidentally just leave their house with the spoon and discard it when they realized what they did? Like, why did they choose to set this specific spoon aside? Like, probably just overthinking it. You can see so many stars up here. I miss that. You can't really see a single one in the city.
Yeah, well, in the city, at least you're a part of something. You feel like you're part of a bigger organism. Out here, you just kind of feel like you're a cast aside. Well, huh?
No, I'm just the opposite. Like, the city makes me feel small.
Ah, right. You like it out here to construct your little ego, huh?
No, that's
not it. It is, though. You want to feel so important so bad. I'm so tired of this, dude.
Tired of what?
Tired of dealing with people like you, People who see the whole world as a big competition, all right? To you, when you're in the city, you're just another number, another face, everybody doing their job, playing their part, and you can't handle that. So you come down here to do work, Here, where you feel like your work is important, it means something. Listen, Donnovan, everything is made up of something. Everything in the universe, okay? People are made up of cells, which are made up of atoms. Movies, right? They're made up of scenes, which are made up of breaks, of cuts, of sequences, but it's all just stuff. It's matter. All right? The difference between us is not how we're made, it's how we're shaped, okay? You have been told your whole life that you were going to be somebody important and do great things. Then you went to go do those things, and you got to go to those places, but it turns out that there were a bunch of other people who were just as good as you, and not even just as good, better. And you can't deal with that fact, right?
Look, man, about the movie...
No, I don't want to hear it, man.
Okay, look, you say people are shaped by their experiences, right? I just thought maybe if I made this movie and kind of, went back into my experiences, maybe I'd learn a little bit about myself in the process, But the way that I've done it is, I've been self-indulgent, and it's just, I've been not fair to you, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, no shit. It's fine. It's fine, man. But I'm not working on the movie anymore.
Great. Person thing.
No, it's not. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious, dude? You've been filming me the whole time? Huh? Serious? See you, asshole. Huh? Give me this. Give me this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Are you serious, man? Huh?
Carson.
All for your own gain. Hey, Carson here. Everyone who's been watching this movie, who's been watching this guy, talk about this town, this pretentious asshole who knows nothing about this place. I want to tell you for the record, this movie is going to be shit. It's going to be a piece of crap. And I, on the record, regret helping out in any way. And more importantly, I regret being this guy's friend. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. He can take this shit, he can edit it, make me look like I'm some crazy person who's having a blow up, right? Or he can just edit me out, make himself look good, like he came to some good understanding, or, whatever. Anyways, I can't believe you, man. You know that I got a job offer?
What?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Jesus, you sound so surprised. I got a job offer, on a set, on a real movie set. Here.
Like, what? Like, you're the coffee guy?
Oh, fuck off. No, I'm director of DP, man. Director of photography.
What?
Yeah. Don't sound so surprised.
Look, you didn't think to tell me?
Why would I tell you?
You were just gonna leave the movie and let me finish this by myself.
Right down there in the zippy room, I'm gonna finish.
This is classic you, just walking out.
Oh, stop. Don't project your shit on me, please. Okay?
Look, man, this is our movie.
No, this is your movie, okay? You're just dragging me along in this shit, like...
No, I made this movie for us to break into the industry, for us to be successful.
Yeah, alright, keep telling me something. That's all you're gonna say, man?
What do you want me to say?
You could at least be happy for me.
Happy for you? Happy why? That you're just leaving me here?
No, that someone gave me an opportunity.
I gave you an opportunity.
No, you didn't give me an opportunity, man. You know what, man? I think you are one of the worst people I've ever met. No, I take it back. You are the worst person I've ever met.
Just going home? Yeah. Need a ride or?
I'll walk, man.
What are you doing out here in the middle of nowhere? I was on my way home. Must have gotten lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Why are you out here?
Well, I came to look for you, man.
Oh. Why?
I mean, because I actually don't know why. I'm just a side character. Donnovan, what are you still doing here, man?
Hello? Hello?
I didn't want to kill the man, see? But he left me no choice. He would have put the business in danger, which would have put me in danger, which would have put my wife and kids in danger, and I just couldn't risk that. So I plugged him.
And we're back. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm Carson Calloway. Welcome back to the show. And we have a real treat for you. We have a guest here, Donnovan Mesa, writer, director, editor, star of the film Hemet is Heaven. Let's give him a round of applause. Thanks for being here. So, you got a lot of titles. You bite up more than you can chew? Yeah. Well, that's great. That's wonderful. That's good. But I really have the question. This is for, I'd say, all kind of filmmakers, aspiring filmmakers. What's your process?
My process?
Yeah.
Well, you know, step one, I like to turn off all the lights, get real comfortable. And then, you know, sit in my dark room for days, weeks, months at a time, drowning myself in an existential depression until eventually a script pops out.
Wow, we got sort of a torture artist over here, huh? Well, first off, I just want to say, myself, my staff, we watched the film. We're all very impressed with your movie. Round of applause for him again to the movie. And yes, well, I've also been told that right here for you guys, special treat, you brought a trailer of your next project. Is that true?
Perhaps.
Okay, you guys are in for the treat. So until you have it, all right, let's roll clip for the next project. Go on.
Next year, experience the worldwide phenomenon that you won't want to miss. The dramatic continuation of everyone's favorite underdeveloped side character, with unbridled action and questionable CGI.
Will you just let me use the car? Dad, what are we gonna do? I passed my test. Okay, I did pass my test, but it doesn't matter. I just want to go to the dance, please. If Mom's here, she wouldn't do that.
Carson. Only on Gooby Plus.
How does it feel?
What?
does it feel?
Bad? I don't know. What is this?
You wanted this. Remember that.
Not like this. This isn't right.
I wanted people to see you. This is you.
No, there has to be something else.
You just don't know when to quit, do you?
No. There has to be something else.
No more talking. You did this. You put us here. No one else. You asked for this. You're not special. Just like everyone else. But somehow, you're alone. You'll never be who you want to be. Because I'll always be there. You'll always be me. Thought I'd be able to tie everything together, but none of it makes sense. Like, why did I even choose Hemet in the first place? I just don't want to make it seem like Hemet is this great place.
It doesn't have to be good or bad, it can be both. Most things are. But do you feel connected to the story?
Connected to, what, like Hemet?
No, I mean like your story. Like, you clearly care about Hemet. So explore it.
I don't know. I just think I'm done.
Do you really want to give up? Like, it's 2 years of work down the drain.
Yeah, 2 years of pretending to be someone I'm not.
So stop pretending. The fact that you're still talking about it means that you're not actually done. Just try to be more vulnerable. Like, it's easier said than done, obviously, but the performance is coming from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that authentic in its own way, though? I mean, you wrote it. It came from your brain. So why'd you write yourself the way that you did?
Nice. All right. And cut. And cut.
With its population at the largest it had ever been and its deteriorating infrastructure and economy, Hemet... With its population at the highest it had ever been and its deteriorating infrastructure and economy, Hemet's... Oh my god, dude. I keep switching like 2 lines.
Just slow down and think about your words. Slow down.
With its population at the highest it had ever been and its deteriorating infrastructure and economy, Hemet's homeless population as well as... Oh my god.
Excuse me, would you like to answer some questions for our movie? No, thanks.
Okay, I think we should maybe focus more on the town and try to get these interviews.
Yeah, we already talked about the town. Excuse me, can we ask you some questions? I'm good.
Donovan, I just think back-to-back interviews is not that entertaining. I think if we sprinkle in...
Can we interview you for our movie? Nah. Okay, thank you.
Look, if we just sprinkle in here and there something about the history, it'll make it more interesting.
Carson, we're doing the interviews, okay?
Well, clearly not, because no one wants to talk to you.
What, you think you can make this better than me?
I didn't say that. But, I mean, probably yes.
That's rich.
Okay, well, at least I live here. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, that's what I'm here to find out.
No, it's not, okay? You're doing a shit job at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are, alright? This is gonna be a fucking terrible movie. You're just going around about this town bringing up stuff that's good to your childhood, right? That means something to you. You're not actually seeing this town. You're just looking through an old scrapbook.
That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, that is what you're doing, alright? I've been working tirelessly for you on this project. I have no say whatsoever, right? You use people for your own benefit.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, and you're still fucking filming me. Turn this fucking camera off, man.
Just calm down.
Can you please turn off the camera?
I'm not supposed to until it cuts.
You know, just take me home.
Donovan, Phillip Andre. Yo, finished your script? Yeah, I liked it. It's a sweet little gem. It's very quirky, and I could see it clearly, and it could be something. It could really be something. Give me a call if you want to talk or text. I know you said this was kind of like, it's because it's like 30 pages outline, and you're going to fill that with mostly interviews, but now I want to see it. Is Hemet, California, is that your hometown? And is this kind of like a love letter to that, or no? And would like to talk more about it, but definitely interested. And it could be really cool. But what I'm interested too is that where did it end with Carson and Donnovan there? Do they ever reconcile their friendship, or because there's a lot there, and that's what I like about it, and that's what was good about the writing. It felt like something was going on with Carson, and then he wasn't a good friend. He took off. And, that thing he says at the end, Carson, is killer. But let me know. Bye.
Hello, future me. I'm Donnovan, as you know. I'm 19 years old, currently. And I'm about to start shooting my movie. So, yeah, life's pretty good for me right now. That being said, I've already been working on the movie for about a year now, and I don't know, I guess that's why I'm making this. I'm about to go shoot right now, and I'm kind of anxious about it, to be honest, and it's not because of the pressure. I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm afraid that once I start working on this, actually working on this, and my passion starts to grow, for the past 7 years, I've been in a constant state of depression. For a long time, I didn't even really seek help because I didn't think anything was wrong. And by the time I realized that something was wrong, I figured that it was too late to get help. Every all-time low that I reached, I found an even lower low beneath it. And I don't know, in that time, I found relief in creating, in filmmaking. I've always used filmmaking as a catharsis. It was cathartic to be able to express my emotions through art. As time went on and as it got worse and worse, I poured more and more of my deepest emotions into my work. Yeah, in the short term it helped. It was cathartic. And my depression only fueled my work further. And then at my lowest of lows, I realized something had to change. And I slowly started to work on my mental health. And I got better. Not entirely better, but I don't know. As I got better, though, I started making less content until radio silence. Complete writer's block. And I don't know, even though I have like my plans and my shot lists in here, regardless of that, there's still this hole inside me where my passion used to be. Passion that was fueled by my discomfort, by my depression. And for the first time in almost a decade, I'm happy. And a part of me thinks that I would be better off if I wasn't.
So, I'm pretty close to finishing this. I'm pretty close to finishing this thing. We're in the final stretch for what?
So I'm just talking to you. Is it more like?
Yeah, just
Cool. Okay, whenever I'm ready.
Yeah. It'll come together to be something. Who knows if it'll look right, but, you know.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing here?
I just wanted to come and apologize. You know, say sorry. I'm really bad at this. You know. But yeah, no, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Just like that, like.
Yeah, man. Life's too short, and you know I don't really care about stupid shits.
Yeah. Well, hey, I wanted to ask was.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Phil. What was it?
Oh, you know what? No, never mind. You seem busy. I kind of want to keep you. Pretty sure thing. Pretty sure? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well then, yeah. I mean, yeah. I should probably get going.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right.
Cool. Well, take care of yourself, man.
Yeah. Thank you. You too. Good luck on the movie.
Yeah. Hey, you too. I hope hope the film works out and everything. And
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Was it awkward enough? You need more awkward?
It was good. What is your best experience in Hemet, would you say?
It's harder when you put it that way. It makes me question my positive experiences.
I would say my school life in Hemet. I had a lot of good friends in high school. Had a lot of fun being around Hemet, and I would say high school was a good experience in Hemet. Yeah.
I would say that my best experience in Hemet is what I'm actually going through right now with me and my girlfriend have an apartment. We have a baby on the way. We're doing good. We both are happy. It's definitely not the worst place in the world. So
I personally kind of like it.
My best experience in Hemet was playing sports in high school, and one particular moment was when it was league finals for my junior year of track and field, and I wasn't supposed to run because I got into trouble the same day, and my dad, he came from work and he ended up talking to the principal, and then they allowed me to run, and I ended up beating my arch rival on the same day, and it was just a really good day. And I don't know if that would happen, say if I wasn't in Hemet or something.
If you could rephrase the question, maybe like,
if you had not grown, if you hadn't been in Hemet your entire life, like,
I would be way more probably judgmental. I would be less interested, I think, in people's personal lives, what makes people the way they are. I think I would just be more self-minded. You know how like in some bigger cities people just keep going and going and you don't really notice everybody around you. It's harder to get away with that here.
What's one thing you wish more people knew about Hemet?
It gets hot as hell sometimes. I remember one year it was like 113 and it was raining.
Yeah.
She was tripping. So one thing I wish people knew more about Hemet is not everybody is bad. I hear a lot of bad talk on Hemet. There is a lot of bad, but there is a lot of good people. People who work for their families, people who do a lot of good things. Churches, a lot of good stuff. So I feel like that gets overlooked by some of the bad, from the homeless and the people on drugs, and a lot of that goes over the good stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like my whole life is just here, and that's all I really need. There's a lot of like homeless people, which sucks, and I don't know, there's a lot of trash and stuff. I don't know. There's one time when I was going to my brother's house, and this guy like came up to me, and he was like, I don't know, he came up angry to my car, and I was confused. I didn't know who he was. I was just trying to get to his house, and then I just had to like swerve and leave. But that was weird.
For me, it's very chilled out, relaxed in my opinion, because I go to LA a lot, and it's very crowded and all that stuff. Hemet does have their crowded areas, but for the most part, I think it's chill. I mean, I haven't left yet, so I feel like a lot of people in Hemet, even if they do leave, they always end up finding their way back. So it's kind of like a low-key Hemet curse, but I would say it's because of the people I found in this city. A lot of my friends that I have now are people that I don't know if I would find anywhere else. Worst experience in Hemet. I guess when I switched to San Jacinto High School my senior year, felt, I guess, kind of alone and, kind of like I didn't fit in, which is weird because normally when I switch schools, I'm normally like okay with meeting people, but I guess that was probably one of my lowest points, just feeling by myself.
Do you think Hemet is beyond repair?
No. I think Hemet has just as much chance as anywhere else. Yeah. I think even more so because we're kind of surrounded by, we're stuck here together. So it makes it, you have no choice but to learn to do better.
Honestly, I think people think it's bad. Like, every time I'm looking at like the Hemet group page or whatever, they're like, oh, Hemet sucks, stay out of Hemet. If you come here, you're gonna stay here, you're never gonna leave. And if you leave, then you're gonna come back. So it's like, I always hear bad stuff about Hemet. When honestly, I don't even think it's that bad. It just depends on like who you're around and stuff like that. But that's what people think.
Oh yeah, I feel like this place could definitely, like, we put our money into a lot of things that we shouldn't, I feel like, and it could be a lost cause because it's just like Hemet, like who cares about Hemet? We're just a small city. But if we could put that money into something else, like stuff for the kids, like maybe better parks, fixing up the parks, making sure, like, there's a lot of homeless people here, and it can give a lot of kids the bad vibe of pulling up to a park and it's just nothing but druggies, or you know what I mean? It's just kind of ill.
Do you think Hemet is beyond repair?
No. I think there's a lot people could do in their personal lives.
Absolutely not. I don't think anybody or anything would ever be beyond repair. There is a lot of work to be done, I guess, as far as like the homeless, the drug problems, the gang problems, all that stuff. It does need a lot of work, but never beyond repair.
Do you feel like Hemet's getting any better? And if not, what changes would you like to see?
It's a kind of a hard question. I mean, looking wise, it does. There is a lot of construction going on to make the city look better, which I appreciate. But people, oh wait, no, there is a new homeless shelter. The old Big Lots, they're turning that into a huge homeless shelter. That's something that I'm really, really glad that's happening. But other than that, no, it's been the same for a long time. So I think people need to be, I would like to see more kind people on this town. That'd be nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much what this whole thing has been about, just like the discrepancies between like people's opinion on the community, because I've talked to a lot of people that have said like, I want to get out of Hemet, like I hate it here, like whatever. And yeah, you have people that are like, Hemet is heaven, I never want to leave.
When I started this project, I thought I was making a film about a city. an anthropological study, something objective. But it was never going to be just that. Because Hemet isn't just some city to me. It's not a subject, it's the place that made me, shaped me, broke me, and maybe healed me too. Hemet and I, we share a history. We both hit our breaking points around the same time. The city really started to fall apart around the same time that I did. I'd like to think it wasn't a cause and effect thing, just two stories running parallel. And when I left, I thought putting physical distance between us would fix everything. That if I could escape Hemet, I could escape myself. I was wrong. The problems came with me. The fear, the doubt, the questions about whether I was enough, whether I belonged. Those don't just disappear because you change your surroundings. So I came back to shoot this movie. Not because I had the answers, but because I had questions. I wanted to know if there was still hope here. And if there was hope left for Hemet, this humble, messy, misunderstood city, then maybe there was hope for me too. At first I thought I was looking for a solution, a way to fix what was broken. But over the past few years I've realized something. Hemet isn't broken, and neither am I. We're just misplaced. Like that random spoon I found on the rooftop. Out of place, sure, but elusive in a way. You see it, and you wonder, how did this get here? What was its story? And maybe that story isn't grand or earth-shattering. Maybe it doesn't matter to everyone, but it matters to the spoon. It matters to me. Today I drove through Hemet again. Just me in the city. Like old friends catching up. And you know what? It felt different. Not Hemet really, though there are signs of change, construction, new energy, but me, I felt different. I've been the biggest obstacle in my own way. All this time I was chasing something that wasn't meant to be chased. Memories aren't meant to be recaptured or recreated, they're meant to be remembered, held close for what they were, appreciated for the simple fact that they existed at all, the good, the bad, and everything in between. I passed my old school, the house where I grew up, the park where I learned that scraped knees heal, but the thrill of the fall stays with you forever. My grandma's backyard pool where Sunday fun days were sacred. The streets I biked on, the skies I stared at, the stars that looked like they were painted just for me. The donut shop where my mornings started, the theater where my dreams began. And through it all, I kept thinking about this little city, tucked away, easy to overlook. From a distance, it doesn't look like much. And up close, maybe you'd think the same. But if you stop for a second, if you really look, you'll see it for what it is. A place that's struggling, surviving, trying to become a better version of itself. It's not perfect, and it never will be. But it's here. It's trying. And so am I. This is Hemet, California, a city of contradictions, full of stories just waiting to be told. Some hopeful, some heartbreaking, but all of them real. And isn't that enough? To just be real? City, to myself, to anyone who's ever felt hopeless or like they don't belong. You're not, and we do. Even when we're lost, even when we feel out of place,
we belong. Rated in 2019 as the 44th most miserable city in the United States, many of its residents would probably agree. Others beg to differ.